Okay, hey everybody, here is video number 3 of our quarantine vaulter. We're gonna just work on our plant drills in this video. So we're just gonna work on our 4 positions. You guys have all done this with me before. Like I said, you can do it with a pole. You can do the same thing with a broomstick if you don't have a pole. But we're just gonna go through our 4 positions of our plant. Position number 1, the pole tip's nice and high. Our right hand's right in our back pocket, right by our butt cheek. Left hand is elbows kind of tucked in. Kind of make that V with the left hand and just kind of loosely roll the fingers over. And we're nice and square. Hips are square, shoulders are square. And this is position 1. As we go into position 2, the pole tip drops. Our right hand rolls up from our butt cheek, kind of into the small of our back. And we want to keep that same position with our left hand. Don't let it drop down or reach out, just kind of keep that same position. So 1, 2, and position 3, we roll the pole up in to answer the phone. So our right elbow is kind of tucked underneath. Our both left hand is right here underneath the pole. The pole tip should be just barely off the ground. We shouldn't have it on the ground, but we don't want it up too high either. So it's just kind of at a nice maybe 1 or 1.5 foot off the ground. And that's position 3, answer the phone. Position 4, planting up nice and tall, up through our shoulders, up onto our toes, and everything's up and tall and extended. So, and as you can see, the pole tip is still off the ground. We don't want to plant with the pole tip on the ground. That gives us our little emphasis on the free takeoff. So, going through those again, you've got position 1, and what I want you guys to do is go through all 4 of these and just pause to kind of create that good muscle memory. So you've got position 1, position 2, position 3, and position 4. So make sure if you do have a pole in your hand, pay attention to the way the bend is. If you've got a spirit pole, the letters should be up, and then as you rotate it through and plant, the letters will be down. Like I said, same thing. You can do the same thing with a broomstick. Position 1, 2, 3, and 4. Works just as good. The next little plant drill that we're going to do, so those are our 4 positions of the plant. The next thing with our plant drills that we're going to do is our one-handed pops. So the one-handed pops look like this. We're just going to drop the left hand. So we're going to start kind of in position 2. You're going to drop, as the pole rotates, you're going to drop this bottom hand, the left hand, and put energy into the pole. We want to make sure on this drill that we're not letting the pole hit when our hand's right here. We want to put energy into the pole, but we don't want the pole to hit when our arm's still here. We want to have it rotated up to here, and we're putting the energy into the pole as we press up, and our hands in this position. So those are our one-handed pops, dropping our lower arm. Same thing in that position 4 of our plant drills. We should be hitting it with a nice tall body, fingertip to toes, nice and tall, and nice and tall. The next step of that one will be dropping the top hand and just punching up with the left hand. So again, you have to make sure that the pole is rotated and we're dropping the hand after it's rotated up. So it should look like this. Punching up through the shoulders onto our toes and being nice and tall. So those are the different plant drills that you guys can go through. That drill may not be as easy with a broomstick, but it can still be just as effective. You drop the hand, and even though you're not hitting the ground, you can still put energy into the broomstick, just like we were with the pole. The only thing is it's not bouncing up off the ground like the other one was. So there you have it. There's our plant drills that you guys can do, and video 3.